At 58, he thought he had nothing to worry about. No major health issues, no alarming symptoms, just the usual aches he chalked up to aging. But a routine checkup flipped his world upside down, turning a regular day into a medical emergency. He never imagined something so routine could lead to such a serious problem. He had a habit he considered harmless, something millions of men do without a second thought. But this small daily practice was slowly taking its toll, setting him up for a life-changing diagnosis. Most men would have ignored the subtle signs, just like he did. A little discomfort, a slight change in routine, nothing that screamed danger. But that's the tricky part with health issues. By the time the warning becomes loud enough, it might already be too late. It started with minor annoyances, nothing alarming, just subtle changes. His urine flow wasn't as strong as before, and there was an occasional dull ache in his lower abdomen. He brushed it off, thinking it was just part of getting older, nothing worth stressing over. He still had plenty of energy, no major disruptions in his daily life. His performance in bed? Completely normal. So why would he worry? Like most men, he assumed these small inconveniences were nothing serious. After all, if it were a real problem, surely the symptoms would be more obvious. But the body has a way of whispering before it screams. The discomfort lingered, coming and going unpredictably. He had no idea these minor changes were his body's way of warning him. And the worst part? The real cause was something he'd been doing for years without realizing the damage. Every day. He followed the same routine, never questioning it. He had been masturbating the same way for decades, using excessive pressure. Long sessions, and sometimes multiple times a day. It felt normal, even necessary. A stress reliever he never thought twice about, but this habit was quietly working against him. The intense pressure and frequent friction were causing chronic irritation, restricting blood flow and over time, inflaming his prostate. He never connected the dots. How could something so common be causing real harm? Most men assume there's no wrong way to do it, but technique matters. The prostate is sensitive, and repeated strain can lead to long-term damage. The surgery he never thought he'd need by the time he understood the damage. There were no easy solutions left. Medication could only do so much. His prostate was too inflamed, too enlarged. The doctor gave him a choice: endure worsening symptoms or undergo surgery to correct the problem. The decision wasn't easy, but the pain made it for him. The procedure was unavoidable and the recovery was tough. Simple things like sitting comfortably or using the bathroom became daily struggles. He never imagined something so routine could lead to this. Lying in the hospital bed, he regretted ignoring the early signs. If he had known how something as simple as changing his habits could have prevented all this, he would have done things differently. But now the only thing left was to warn others before they made the same mistake. Most men don't realize their daily habits could be putting their prostate health at risk. It's not just about frequency, it's about technique, pressure, and long-term strain. What seems harmless today could lead to serious consequences down the road. Ignoring small warning signs is easy, but the price of neglect is high. If he had recognized the subtle symptoms earlier, he could have avoided surgery. Simple changes like using a gentler approach, reducing frequency, and prioritizing prostate health could have saved him from years of damage. Now the question is, how many other men are unknowingly setting themselves up for the same fate? The body always gives warnings, but will they listen before it's too late? Well, who knows? The good news is that you still have a chance to make a change before it's too late. Take this as your wake-up call. Pay attention to your body, rethink your routines, and don't ignore warning signs. A few adjustments today could save you from pain, surgery, and regret down the road. The choice is yours. Will you take control or wait for a crisis? Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to keep learning how to protect your health. Also, watch this video that's appearing on the screen. It can help you improve your sexual health. Click on it,